do. Okay, so I'm gonna do an Am I the Asshole video, I guess. So let's see here. Am I the asshole for ordering nachos, even though it deeply offended and set off my brother-in-law's autism and sensory issues? Edit. Thank you for the golden platinum, everyone. I had a thesis practice defense today and had no idea this would blow up. Using a throwaway since I post on some relevant subs from time to time, my brother-in-law is 32, wife and I are 25, and while I don't doubt that some of his issues are real, autism, ADHD, set point obesity, it is my distinct impression that he exploits people's perception of these things to be a controlling prick. In the family, saying such things is completely forbidden, however. We offered to take my Mill and Phil out for Easter, so no one has to cook. The timing offered was strategic since we knew Bill had planned on watching TikTok live streams of some 19-year-old influencer who is blowing up right now, but I guess either he got the time wrong or she canceled early, so my heart sank when he was coming along because I knew there was going to be drama. We went to a place famous for bar food and I ordered nachos. My wife begged me to order something else, but she wasn't direct with me about the problem and I didn't get her hints. As soon as I took my first bite of nachos, my Bill started shrieking like a child and throwing a little tantrum that the crunch was killing him and he's going to lose it because black olives don't belong on nachos because they are from Spain, not Mexico. Okay. My wife, Mill, and Phil told me I really screwed up and that I was making him uncomfortable. In a moment of pure honesty, I told them that the list of not allows around Brian is so long and ridiculous that I can't keep up. My wife said she tried to tell me. I said, no, you didn't tell me. You lollygagged around it. Like we do every time this creep ruins a family function. Phil, and Mill got up and left, leaving us with the bill, and needless to say, things between me and my wife have been tense ever since, and we really haven't spoken. I am absolutely the asshole for my choice of words after he freaked out, and I get that, but I also think things needed to be said. But my question is if I am the asshole for ordering the nachos. My wife says I should have known since she's told me that I had to have noticed that they never have chips around because of his misophonia and he can't handle the crunch. Am I the asshole here? As someone whose sister has misophonia, I would say no because my sister handles it. I mean, you can tell occasionally, like, it'll annoy her, she'll make a face, but she's not shrieking about it. I don't know if that's his autism at play, making him shriek about it, like, he can't, control his emotions, but I mean, you shouldn't have to I personally think you shouldn't have to be afraid about mundane things because of one person reacting so badly. Maybe that's just my bias because because I've dealt with that with my sister's misophonia, and when she gets mad, I'm surprised we don't have any holes in our walls, but I mean, she'll like hit the wall, she'll make loud noises, which kind of ironic considering her misophonia, but yeah, she'll make sudden loud noises that scare the crap out of me like every time. And, it makes me afraid to do things around her. I think she's a lot better about it though now. I mean, she's got like earplugs and stuff. Like if he, like seriously, let him listen to music while he eats or put some earplugs in. That's what my sister does. Or she just, eats in our room separately from everybody else so that she doesn't have to deal with the chewing noises. I mean, this guy is, you said he was 32? I feel like he's old enough to have figured out how to deal with his problems at this point. Let's see what other people have said. Not the asshole. Mentioning that 19-year-old thing. That is kind of weird. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Yes, headphones. Exactly. See, not the asshole. I am an autistic adult with misophonia, though Bill seems to have far greater support needs than I do. Regardless, restaurants are one of my big triggers, and I know this, so I don't go to them when I am having a rough day or I've been emotionally dysregulated from anything else recent. If he is being cared for by the parents and he doesn't know how to gauge his symptoms on his own, they need to help out by not putting him in a sensory nightmare. He most likely cannot help his reactions, but your wife should have been 100% transparent and explicit in communicating her brother's needs to you. Yeah. Not the asshole. You were in a bar. Nachos are on the menu. That's true. They're like, what if somebody else would order nachos and he started screaming about that? Are they going to be like, you're an asshole because you ordered nachos, not even knowing my son is autistic and can't stand nachos? Like, what are you going to do? He needs to get a pair of noise canceling earbuds. Yes. As I was reading this, I saw Bill started shrieking like a child and throwing a little tantrum that the crunch was killing him, and I was like, oh man. Then immediately, he's going to lose it because black olives don't belong on nachos because they're from Spain and not Mexico. And I was like, what the heck? Yeah, I was also like, what? And the whole weaponizing, yeah. Well, he's probably not weaponizing it, he hasn't put in the effort to figure out how to deal with his symptoms like everybody should. Um, Don't tell him that pasta is from China or tomatoes are from the Americas. Not the asshole. He is a high functioning adult. I have worked with ASD folks and they can learn to get over some of these fears. It seems that someone has not worked with him over the years and has simply lollygagged around with teaching another adult. Also, once they see there is an issue, they know to pull that person away. Not the asshole. These people catering to the guy have enabled him to be an entitled, violent asshole. He should not have been taken out to restaurants as his behavior poses a risk to others. Yeah. See, clearly your wife needed to be direct about why you shouldn't order nachos. If the reason was crunching, I would say probably skip ordering them. But if the reason was the olives, I'd say forget it and order the nachos. Yeah, they should have. I would have still ordered them. Oh, well, I'm hungry. He's an adult. He can get over it. I mean, the fact that he didn't understand that his wife was trying to tell him not to order the nachos in the first place, and he didn't know that this was going to be a problem until he started crunching on his nachos and the guy freaked out. Obviously, he's not the asshole for that. I mean, you can't read people's minds. But still, the whole misophonia thing, he's old enough to have figured out how to solve these problems. I mean, my sister is 19. She knows how to solve these problems. I know he's autistic, but he should have been able to figure that out, or somebody should have figured it out for him by now. So, yeah. And the whole olives thing, too, I'm like, I mean, it doesn't make sense for nachos to me, but not because olives are from Spain. In fact, I'm pretty sure olives were originally from, like, Greece or something, but it's like, technically you're not even supposed to eat olives, because, I mean, all the processing that's required to make them edible, but, it is what it is. Yeah, so, not the asshole.